There's a moment every trader faces sooner or later. You enter a trade with full confidence. Your analysis is solid. Your levels are clean. Your risk is defined. The market begins to move in your direction, and suddenly you see green. Not a huge amount, just a little profit floating on the screen. But that's when everything changes. Your heart beats faster. Your breathing shifts. Your eyes keep checking the numbers as if they're going to disappear any second. And a small voice in your mind whispers, "Take the profit now, before it goes away." Your plan says hold. Your logic says hold. But your emotions, they scream louder than anything else. And before you realize it, you click the close button. The moment you exit, you feel a small sense of relief, like you avoided danger. But seconds later, the chart continues to move exactly where you predicted. Your original target gets hit without you, and regret hits harder than any loss ever could.
Why you struggle to hold trades. Cutting trades early feels harmless. After all, you made some money, right? Wrong. Closing early reveals something deeper. You don't fully trust your system. You don't fully trust your analysis. You don't fully trust yourself. And you cannot sit with discomfort. That discomfort, that emotional pressure, that pull to take early profit is the silent enemy that destroys more traders than bad strategies ever will. Trading is never just about strategy. It's about psychology. And the market is the most honest mirror you will ever face. It exposes your fears, your doubts, your impatience, and your weaknesses. When you close a trade early, you're not reacting to price. You're reacting to fear. Fear of losing unrealized profit. Fear of seeing green turn red. Fear of being wrong. These fears feel real, but they are only emotions. And when emotions control your trading, your results become random.
Why professionals hold and amateurs don't. The difference between retail traders and professional traders is simple. Retail traders chase quick comfort. Professional traders chase correct execution. Retail traders take whatever profit they can grab. Professionals wait for the trade to reach the level they planned, even if the journey is slow, boring, or emotionally uncomfortable. The amateur wants instant gratification. The professional wants long-term consistency. Ask yourself, if you risk 20 pips to make 60, but you constantly take 8 or 10 pips, is the strategy failing, or are you failing the strategy? Most traders don't lose because their system is bad. They lose because they cannot give their system enough time to work. Your edge isn't in entering trades. Your edge is in holding them.
The brain chemistry that sabotages you. Every time you take small profits early, your brain rewards you with dopamine. It makes you feel safe. It makes you feel smart. But that feeling is temporary because the regret of watching price hit your target without you is far stronger. Over time, your brain gets rewired. You become addicted to emotional relief. You exit early because it feels good. You sacrifice long-term consistency for short-term comfort. This isn't strategy. This is addiction, and it destroys traders from the inside out. 2 traders, 1 setup. Completely different outcomes. Imagine this. 2 traders take the same trade. Same entry, same stop loss, same take profit. Trader A sees small profit, panics, exits early. Trader B holds through every small fluctuation and follows the plan. After 100 trades, Trader A has tiny gains, huge regrets, and 0 progress. Trader B has consistent growth and a strong emotional foundation. Same system, different psychology, different results. That's the real truth. Anyone can enter a trade. Very few can hold a trade.
The real enemy is not the market, it's time. Traders think they fear losses, but the real pressure comes from time. Waiting is uncomfortable. Waiting feels like risk. Waiting awakens every insecurity in your mind. The trade is valid. Your stop loss is safe. Your analysis is correct. But because it's moving slowly, you start inventing reasons to exit. This looks weak. Maybe news is coming. I'll protect the profit. Maybe I'll re-enter later. These aren't real reasons. These are emotional excuses. Time creates impatience. Impatience creates bad decisions. Bad decisions create inconsistent results. And most traders never escape this cycle because they don't even know they are trapped in it. The market tests two things: your edge and your patience. The market doesn't just test your analysis, it tests your endurance. Price pulls back just enough to stress you. It hesitates just long enough to annoy you. It moves slowly just long enough to tempt you to exit. The market wants to know, do you trust your plan or your fear? Most traders answer with fear. A few answer with discipline. Those few become consistently profitable.
The invisible skill behind every successful trader: patience. Patience feels passive, but in trading, patience is one of the most active forms of discipline. Every second you hold a valid trade, you are resisting fear, resisting impatience, resisting emotional impulses, and reinforcing discipline. Trading is not about predicting every move. It's about allowing your edge to play out. There is a difference between holding blindly, dangerous, holding with discipline, powerful. Patience is not hope. Patience is execution. Why you must think like a casino. Most traders treat every trade as if their career depends on it. But no single trade matters. Not one. Your success comes from the next 100 trades, not the next one. Casinos don't care about individual outcomes. They care about probability over time. Your job is not to win every trade. Your job is to follow your system repeatedly and let the edge work over dozens, hundreds of trades. That is the long game. That is how professionals survive. That is how accounts grow steadily. Discipline must be built into the system. Don't rely on willpower. It will fail under pressure. Build discipline before entering the trade. Preset stop loss. Preset take profit. Pre-decided partials. Predefined rules. Journaling to reinforce logic. Discipline isn't something you magically feel. It's something you design and execute. Emotional endurance is the core of trading success. Every trader faces losing streaks, doubt, self-criticism, fear, frustration. Professionals don't avoid these emotions. They endure them because they understand one thing: temporary discomfort is the price you pay for long-term success. If you quit every time it gets difficult, you will never see the rewards of consistency.
The paradox of control. Here's the irony. The more you try to control every candle, the more you lose control of yourself. When you step back, when you trust the plan, when you stop micromanaging the chart, you gain control again. not over the market, but over your reactions. And that is the only control that matters. The long game always wins. At first, discipline feels boring. Patience feels unrewarded. Execution feels slow. But over time, your wins start to compound. Your losses become smaller. Your emotions become stable. Your confidence grows. Your decision-making sharpens. Your equity curve begins to rise. The long game pays, just not immediately.
The truth, holding trades builds your character. Profits come and go. Market conditions change. Strategies evolve. But the discipline you build, the emotional strength you develop, the patience you master, these become permanent. That is the real reward of trading. The final question, not can you make money today, but can you hold long enough for probability to reward you? Can you sit through discomfort? Can you stay disciplined when fear rises? Can you trust your plan when emotions attack? Can you play the long game? If the answer is yes, then success is not a matter of luck. It is only a matter of time.
You become a professional trader, not when you learn new strategies, but when you master yourself. Holding trades is not about charts. It's about character. It's about patience. It's about emotional maturity. So the next time you see green and feel the urge to exit early, pause, breathe, ask yourself, is this fear or is this my plan? Because in trading, the hard choice is usually the right choice. Hold the trade. Trust the process. Let your edge work, and the long game will reward you, always in time.